Welcome to Neyland Stadium, one of the biggest and most beautiful settings in all of college football. This big crowd ready to roar. They know when the Volunteers run through that tee, it's showtime. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Volunteers will kick this away to start us off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quickly. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's complete downfield. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
And the Cowboys looking to keep this drive rolling. He'll hand it off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Snags the quick throw. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Bringing pressure. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
This is why this offense is one of the more dangerous offenses in the country. The quarterback and his legs. It's one thing to try to stop him throwing the football, but you better keep eyes on him because you can see not only can he get out into the open, he has got serious speed to take it to the house.
Now the important point after attempt. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Look at this, taking this shot on the very first play. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Finding some room at the 25. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And now the handoff. The Vols look to keep this drive moving.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Got it. 3rd down and goal. Crucial play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Receiver makes the grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
That's a good job by this offense getting positive yards here on this 3rd and goal, but now they're facing 4th and goal. Big decision on whether or not to settle for the field goal to at least get some points or roll the dice and try to get this ball into the end zone on 4th down.
And the quarterback will just sneak it here. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. It's a highlight reel diving catch there.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
That run picks up 1st down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. In the clear at the 25. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Running out of time in the pocket. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the 2nd half.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looks right for a quick completion. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He pulls it in for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Cowboys come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's picked off. He throws it right in the double coverage and pays for it. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it here. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Oklahoma State 7, Tennessee 0.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Move the sticks for a 1st down for this Tennessee offense, and this quarterback is really starting to throw the ball well, putting the ball on the money, and giving these receivers a chance to make plays after the catch. And I tell you, they've had some great quarterbacks, as we know, that have played in their time in Knoxville.
Here's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire 1st half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quick throw caught on the left side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. Quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it could be pick 6 going the other way.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Powers through. And the Volunteers pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going.
That's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who was on that 98 National Championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
Fires it on the move. He makes the grab. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Extra point try coming now. And it's good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Oklahoma State offense takes the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Breaking free at the 35. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a 1st down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And at 1st down, they go right back to him. Breaks loose at the 45. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? A pop pass on the jet sweep. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Got space looking for the end zone here. To be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
That back was shot out of a gun. How quick did he accelerate to pick up those yards? Just an electric run. Somehow he's knocked out of bounds at just the 1-yard line. Boy, he deserved a touchdown there.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They're setting out to try the PAT.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. They begin with a quick throw to the left. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Defense is coming after him. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Important second down play coming up. Trying to find some room. It's Thorne. Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The ball starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Not just a pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And that run, good for 1st down yardage. The drive moves on. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. With the catch, it's Morales. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
A completion makes it second and short. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Crispy gets so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to him. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
And the Cowboys are in the red zone. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. He also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Defense needs a stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 24-yard attempt, should be automatic. And he knocks that one right through. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take off here. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Oklahoma State 17.
Cowboys will kick this away to get the second half going. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Heckle made it to 29, so he picks up about 4 yards by bringing it out of the end zone.
Will take over. First and 10.
And the volunteers Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. The Sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the out route. He'll go down right there. Worked his way for a short gain, but not enough for the first down.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Now, fourth down.
The Volunteers will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
We'll see what he can do with the return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man.
Oklahoma State offense will take over with 1st and 10.
And the Cowboys offense is back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Play action here on first down. Trying to create here on the move. And that one's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the offense trots back out on the field again. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I'd love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Five-yard penalty makes it 1st and 15 now.
Let's go!
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Rolling to his left, outside the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain.
Brings up second down.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The sure hands. It's Thorne. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols. See if they can convert the point after. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Now the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. Over the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. That's a solid game. Moves the ball to 29.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he throws his third interception of the day. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Give it to the back again. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
No gain on the play.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Send the back in motion. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
And they'll take over first and 10.
And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for it.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. And here's the handoff. He's free around the 15. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Tackle is made at the 24. And that's a first down for the offense.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. They'll try the right here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The gain makes it second and medium. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And the Cowboys will try to keep this drive moving. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling
Second down.
integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble now. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally brought down, but this is a big play. Moves the ball down to the 21.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking for the wideout. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. That's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score. Oklahoma State 24, Tennessee 14.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive.
And your Tennessee Volunteers will take over. First and 10.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Defenses all around the country got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Game makes it 2nd and medium. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And the completion made. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Hey, it's a nice gain here. They get the first down to stop the clock, but late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
Let's go.
It's a shotgun run call. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loses 2. Third down coming up.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quick throw to the quarterback off the RPO. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
They'll run it from the gun. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Takes the handoff again.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Can he get there on the ground? They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game to get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on second down. He's got it near the end zone. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Vols looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. Now the try here for the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. And the Oklahoma State offense takes the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so maybe they'll have to run a couple plays here. Finding some room with the 25. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. That's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Handoff as he try to work the clock here. solid game, moves the ball to the 36. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Second down play coming up. It's a blitz look here from the defense. They'll run it to the right side. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. He's found some room at the 45. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Cowboys begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Cowboys expect to be able to run this clock out and claim the W. There's the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
In the clear at the 25.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coached team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.